Today guys, we're going to be talking about 3 things I want to see added to Grand RP. They're pretty simple, so I hope you're going to enjoy today's video, and if you haven't joined the server before and want to, be sure to click the link down below in the description, click on start playing, select which server you want to play on, register an account, download the launcher, and if you need any further assistance, there's a quick video at the end to help you guys out. And I'm not sure when you're seeing this, but I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas to everybody who celebrates. But with that said, let's dive into things here. With the very first thing being the pet system. Now, it's always cool to have a little pet that you can have follow you around, right? But here's the big issue. Let's say you have a pet, like this dog, for example, right here. I walk them around, send them to training, and then after 30 days, they die. Now, let's say you don't revive them right away. You wait another 30 days because you don't want to spend 15 grand coins. That's reasonable. So now the pet has been dead for 30 days straight. And now let's say you got some grand coins and you want to revive them. You pay those 15 grand coins. The pet actually won't come back to life. It'll go from 30 days to 0 days, meaning it'll still be dead. For me, for example, let's say this Louis Vuitton teddy bear. It's been dead for 200 days, which means I would have to continuously buy the pet life thing right here for 15 grand coins until it says a positive amount of days, which really sucks. I've had other pets that have been dead for well over a year, and I'm sure some of you guys probably have them too sitting around in a trunk or in some storage somewhere. What they need to do is add a one-time buy option. Like when I first did it, I thought that's what it actually was. You purchase it one time for 15 grand coins and it goes from, I don't know, negative 339 days to 30 days, which most people would think that's how it would work. But sadly, that's not how it works. So I think that should be implemented into the game, and I honestly would have thought that's how it would have been from the start. And I thought at some point maybe they change it, but yeah, it's still the exact same thing. And now all of these pets are completely worthless. There's no point in keeping them because who in their right mind is going to spend that many grand coins? Like this one only has 6 days of life left. 6 days from now, it'll be completely garbage and worthless unless I spend grand coins. And for this LV teddy bear, even though maybe now it could be rare and sell for a decent amount of money, I'd have to spend tons of grand coins just to get it back, and it's just not worth it. So yeah, hopefully that gets implemented very soon. The next thing is going to be trucking. Now, if you haven't done any trucking, they updated it and swapped out all the trucks for some very festive versions. And it's a lot of fun. And if you put premium fuel in them, they go even faster. Like I'm talking 300 kilometers per hour, and the acceleration is kind of insane. But there's always been one issue with trucking. Not even the speed or anything like that, even though I will say the brakes on these trucks are absolutely horrid. The biggest issue was always the trucks flipping over. Sometimes it was your fault, and other times somebody just rammed into you by accident because, you know, you're a gigantic truck and there's a lot of cars that go 500 kilometers per hour in this city. So it happens a lot. Yesterday, for example, I was driving from Paleto Bay back down to the city with a truckload, and I kid you not, within 3 miles, my truck flipped over 5 freaking times. I had to call an admin to come and help. Thankfully, they did, and I was very appreciative. But still, completing one simple trucking order, for me at least, has taken up to like 30 minutes, even though it was only a couple miles away. Like this one that I'm doing right now has actually taken probably around 15 minutes to do. Oh, and the trailer does that as well, where it just randomly teleports back to another spot. But yeah, it gets very, very annoying because a job that you should be able to do in maybe 2 or 3 minutes, oh my goodness, and it's back there again, ends up taking you way, way longer. So a simple fix for this, adding an option to auto flip your truck trailer, or maybe the trailers will just do it automatically. That's always an option too. But if there was a button you can click if your trailer flips over, you click it, boom, it just flips right back over and you're good to go. And this is pissing me off because this trailer literally just keeps teleporting back to the same spot. So I guess maybe they should fix this too. Yep, I'm not doing trucking. It is way too buggy right now. Although it is very fun and I've been doing it a lot recently, the part where the trailers flip over is absolutely horrible. The third and final thing that I want to see added has to do with modules. Now, as you guys know, over this Christmas event, you're able to make certain modules that can actually produce Christmas gifts, which are OP. And if you make 3 modules, that means you get 3 per hour. Plus, on top of that, you also get 1 per hour for just playing, which means you can get 4 per hour easily. The problem with these things though, even if you have a great spot, nobody finds them. Sometimes after server restarts, they despawn. Now, I've had this happen to me many times before. Yes, there is always an option somebody does find them and steals everything from inside of it, but the amount of ammo you have to use to actually destroy it is kind of insane. Like I'm talking well over 1,000 ammunition, and that still won't break every single one of the modules. I'm not too sure why it happens, because scriptly what's supposed to happen is when the server restarts, if there was anything sitting inside of your storage in that thing, that would be removed. But the modules, the sub-modules, the repair thing, the warehouse, all of that is supposed to actually stay. And it's also not super cheap to make these things either. I believe it takes like 10 batteries, probably around 40 or 50 scrap metal. For the ones I'm making, at least, the snow ones, modules. You got to collect a bunch of snow. You also need a little bit of timber. So imagine every single day, even though they're supposed to stay there, you have to end up rebuilding them, replacing them, and losing a lot of profits. I doubt I'm the only one that has ever faced that issue, because it's happened to me many times. And it's actually why I stopped module farming for any kind of resources when they were released. But now for this Christmas event, there's a huge opportunity to make a lot of cash. So obviously I want to take advantage of that. But it still seems to be bugging the exact same was back in the day. So is there really a point? Because I'll end up spending another $200,000-$300,000 each day to recreate every single one of the modules I need, when that could just be pure profit in my pocket. Let me know down below if that's ever happened to you guys as well. And trust me, I have found some pretty insane locations, so I highly doubt anybody actually found them. There's been a few times where the modules don't actually despawn, but then my friend's modules despawn. There was even one time where I placed it down very late in the day, like 3 hours before restart. The next day, I was chilling. They were actually all there. Day after that, though, they were all gone. But that's pretty much going to wrap things up for today. Those are just a few things that I think should be added into the game, just because it gets super annoying. Pretty much every single one of the things I said. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one.